We see Brent Walter from Ryoma applying the grease to Rob Mayernik. Rob looks good.
This is one of my potential fight of the night picks for sure. These guys are interestingly similar in their styles. Like when I saw that Keith had booked this one, I got really excited about it. Dillon Murphy. And
I mean, that's 18 fights, right? By Dillon?
Yeah, Dillon walking at 12-6, and we saw Percival just caught him out. If he wins tonight, he'd like to fight him for the title, even though they trained together.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
Jim DeVega.
Yeah. Backstabber.
Do they not spar hard enough already?
Yeah.
He said, you know, even though we trained together, he said, I'd love to fight for a title, and if it's Dillon, then it's Dillon.
Some more people out at Tim Wheeler's place.
And you know, I think that Percival was actually originally scheduled against Murphy. Rob Mayernik's opponent pulled out, and they changed some things around, made this fight for the title, Dillon Murphy versus Rob Mayernik. I actually think I might like it more than the original fight.
I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a boxing match scheduled for three minute rounds with your referee, Mike This is in the middleweight division. Fighting first out blue corner, representing Ryoma Academy with a record of 4 wins and 4 losses. Weighing in 165 pounds, and representing the lightweight slot from Bridgeport, Pennsylvania. This is Roman Washington, setting up the red corner, representing Tom Thomas Boxing Club, with a record of 12 wins and 6 losses and 1 draw. Weighing in 163 pounds even, dressed in white, trending in gold, from Clarksburg, West Virginia, Dillon Murphy!
And here we go with this middleweight boxing championship.
Two very serious-looking men in the cage here today.
And
Rob looks lean and mean.
Both built similar, both stylistically similar. Rob Mayernik is a tough guy. I've been giving all the Ryoma guys nickname. Rob Mayernik, Ironhead.
I like that, like Kazuki Fujita.
Yes, well, you got the Fireball Kid with Chase Thomas. It's all old pride names. I'm just recycling them.
Yeah.
And then this new guy, DeWitt, tonight, I've nicknamed him String Bean. That's out of left field.
You got to stick with a theme. Good jabs by Murphy, but Mayernik doing a good job defending him so far. Murphy playing with a head forward, paws up style.
Good high guards by both guys, though. It's interesting. I like, when we see people that have a little bit more experience, it's nice to see the more technical stuff. And
you're not going to see any slop in this fight. Both these guys have been there and done that, and they are true boxers.
They look good. Which is why this is a championship, right? Yeah.
Good body
165.
shots by Rob.
Good jab.
Good exchange.
Yeah.
And this is a title that Rob Mayernik's been hunting for a long time. And we should say Dillon Murphy's last fight, I felt, was highway robbery against Brendan Kelly. You know, one of those losses. We last saw him at New Line against Brendan Kelly.
I think I was there, right?
Yeah,
Like where,
we called that one together.
Yeah.
And we both thought that Dillon had done enough to win it, and the judges didn't see it that way.
Yeah.
I was cornering some other people that night, and I didn't get to watch it, but I heard the crowd's reaction, and you could tell it was highway robbery, especially when a crowd favorite, the decision is that unpopular.
And that's a
believe it
solid
was
point,
here,
right?
actually.
Yeah, because when everybody's excited for Brendan Kelly, right, and then all of a sudden they turn when he wins, they're like, that's wrong, 100%. Which goes back, if we're having that many bad decisions, you've got to look at some stuff.
And it's interesting. I know we got different sets of judges. Sometimes I'm very impressed, and
Absolutely.
sometimes I'm very distressed.
Yeah.
This is one that these judges are going to have to watch very closely.
Exactly.
And
Rob's
us
throwing the
as
harder
well.
shots, but he's having a hard time making them land.
Both guys have been trading jabs throughout the fight.
Good feints from Mayernik. Nice right hand.
Mayernik has evolved a bit. We used to see a lot more of that Mike Tyson style, that rolling into punches. He's not doing that a lot tonight.
That was a good 2-1-2.
Absolutely, yes.
Maintaining the inside space.
That
That real estate between the gloves.
That Dempsey roll style is what I know Mayernik for, and I'm not. There it is. And Rob himself, he's had some decisions that I didn't agree with. His fight with Armani Bellman for the title, I really thought should have went the other way.
Really?
Absolutely.
I didn't get a chance to watch that.
Armani
No,
looked
Armani's
very
been
strong in the
talented.
first round and then gassed. And Rob, he was literally running from Rob in the third.
That's a good round. I think I would favor slightly Rob Mayernik. Certainly not one-way traffic by either gentleman, though.
You know, this is one when Keith matched up. I talked to him about it. I called him. I was like, that's a really good fight. And he said he thought Rob might have the edge, even though Dillon's got a lot more experience. This is a pick-em fight. Even going into the second and third round, it's a pick-em fight. Our photographer's T-shirt makes me think I need glasses.
It makes me feel like I'm actually leaving Las Vegas.
Dillon
What's
Murphy.
bizarre is when it's on camera, it's actually clearer than it is in real life. There must be some kind of like upscaling happening.
It's those filters, It's Instagram filters.
That's why I always look so heavy. It adds like 10, 15, 30, 40
Kilos.
pounds. This is America. We don't talk about kilos here.
It's communism.
I had to learn kilos when Butch was doing the ADCC rules tournament.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah. I'm like, I don't even know what this means. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful uppercut
Beautiful
from
work by
Mayernik.
Rob Mayernik.
I think that might be the most significant shot of the fight so
I
far.
would agree, and he's trying to capitalize on it. He lands a nice right hand to the body behind it.
Dillon Murphy dances away.
Murphy was a nice two there. And a nice parry and simultaneous one. That was beautiful by Murphy.
These are two guys that if you're a beginner boxer, you need to watch these guys. You can learn how to box from these two.
Yeah, I mean, for real, their chins are low, hands are high. They look good, good pace, good footwork.
Both working behind good jabs. Not overcommitting, long, ugly combinations. Nice two.
When you're not fighting off, when you throw those heavy shots that we all love to see, you get heavy on that
that's
front
a
foot,
good
that's how you get knocked out. Right? They're not doing that, which is, again, people like the other style, but this is how you're supposed to fight, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice red hook.
Those jabs are solid right there, too.
Yeah. One thing you'll really notice is the difference between the good guys at the very early stages of amateur often have the best offense. The good guys at the later stages of amateur and pro often have the best defense, right?
Yeah. Defense is where it at. If you're not getting hit, you're going to have a much longer career.
Sounded like a head clash there.
Yeah. Ooh,
Good jab by Mayernik. Splits the guard of Dillon Murphy.
Ooh.
Excellent work by Murphy, but I think Rob blocked most of those.
Yeah. But those were some good body shots. No, and a nice right hand. He works behind it.
Murphy coming on strong now, finding his range.
Yeah. He's certainly taking control of the latter half of this round, it looks like.
Ooh. Good block.
Blocks that hook from Mayernik.
Murphy seems to maybe be finding his distance a little bit here, finding his rhythm.
Beautiful counter hook from Murphy.
Oh, and he lands a nice right hook. That was his biggest shot of the fight thus far.
Well, that's a solid point that you make, Colin, too. If you notice, mostly up until that point, they're not doing a lot of movement, right? They're kind of standing in the pocket and just firing. It might not be as impressive, but it's not one guy chasing the other guy down, one guy backing up. They're pretty much standing toe-to-toe. And it's just technical.
Yeah, and in fact, you see Mayernik starting to open up a little bit more, and that's now good. Murphy's getting the best exchanges of the fight for him.
Yeah.
This has been a very back and forth round.
Yeah, and like I said, to their credit, they're standing right there.
Now we're in an interesting place because honestly, I thought Mayernik won the first round, and that second round,
I think Murphy may have edged it.
I think he won the second half decisively enough to have won it. Now I think Mayernik. Now there's an interesting, there's an implicit recency bias there, right? Because I think Mayernik landed maybe the harder shots of the round, but I think more of a time period of the round was controlled by Murphy. So I don't know.
I think judges tend to remember the last half of the round more.
I would agree.
Yeah.
That's the Diaz brothers rule, right? If one guy's whooping on another guy for 20 minutes, but then the teachers come break it up when the other guy's winning, who won the fight? Which is what you got to tell yourself when you lose to George St. Pierre, and you won't accept it. I love the Diaz brothers.
I don't think the Diaz brothers ever accepted a loss.
Nah.
There was always something that caused it.
Nice uppercut by Mayernik there.
Big overhand right as well.
That's a push. Yeah.
Kind of a push at the hip.
Mike Napple doing a good job there. He was on it.
Napple really has been a spectacular referee tonight. I thought Napple did a great job of letting guys work a little bit in the clinch. Keeping himself out of the fight as much as possible. That's what you want from a good referee.
He must have been in the back during the Petway fight.
Well, I must have.
Elijah just being my turn that one. That's okay. Elijah came through for me. It is what it is.
That's a nice one. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say nothing.
I will say, one thing is when your guy loses, you're a little upset. And I'll just leave it at that.
Fair.
Yeah.
He let our boxing girl work in the clinch a little bit, which I thought favored her, so that's probably why I think that.
He took a point away from ours from working in the clinch.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. In a 3-round fight where they were 2-minute rounds, it doesn't make sense, but it happens. Again, the only fight that happened, so meaning that he has done a good job tonight, that fight. And again, it stands out more because it's a guy that I know. But
we'll give you one mistake each night.
Yes,
you can mess up one fight.
It's fine, I mess up every day.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Beautiful left hook from Mayernik.
Oh, and an overhand right there, too.
This has been such a back and
He's
forth
made some
fight.
adjustments where he's able to keep that volume without exposing himself like he was in the second half of the second round.
Rob's having a lot of success this round with that left hook.
And he's kind of moved away from the right hook and moved it towards an overhand right.
And that's the mark of a veteran as well. You see these guys make adjustments mid-fight. And Murphy's having trouble finding Rob now.
Those are all good jabs there, huh?
Oh, and a nice right hand.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Rob Mayernik taking over in this third round.
Yeah.
Good right hand, though. Short right hand from Dillon Murphy.
Mayernik pushes him away. 20 seconds. This fight's still up for grabs, ladies and gentlemen. But Rob Mayernik appears to be taking control of this third round.
Murphy's slowing down a bit here at the end. But he still landed some good shots. This is a war.
Crowd's getting into it now.
Yeah. Good jabs. I think we're looking at 29-28 Mayernik if we're looking at Collins' cards.
And, you know, like I say, Rob Mayernik's – well, both these guys have been on the end of some bad decisions. So, you know, neither one of them wanted to leave it up to the judges, but here we are.
Again, we go to the judges' scoreboards for your official decision. Judge number 1 scores about 29-28, red corner. Judge number 2 scores about 29-28, blue corner. Judge number 3 scores about 29-28 for your winner by split decision. And now your new Line Cagefighting Middleweight boxing champion,